はい、どうもこんばんは、です。今回もステルライディング続きやっていきましょう。ということで、前回はシテ島で、グレゴワイ氏の、手帳を回収してきたので、それをもうなんか、その情報を持って、ロビスピエールさんのところに戻ってきましたけど、やっとこっちのメインストーリーに進んだね。というわけで、修道院来まして、いるかな。まあ、いるわな。はいはいはい。ロビスピエールと話す。
Ah, you're back.
Oh,
Do you
いい知
bring
らせ
me
はある
glad
よ。
tidings?
あるよ。
The abbot is
ご無
safe
事で
and
す。
sound. He is at the Société des Amis des Noirs with Monsieur Raymond and the Bishop of Nancy.
Very well. Very well. May Providence allow them to reach us safely. Though I despise war, we must rally the people for battle as soon as possible. A reliable source tells me the arsenal at Les Invalides is overflowing with weapons, but a royal automat guards it. I now have no doubt that you are capable of defeating such a creature. But are you prepared to go back into the fray?
Yes, I am.
Very well. Try to clear the way so we can access the Hôtel des Invalides. Once you've done that, we'll take care of the rest. A handful of patriots are already there. Their task was to open a passage to the east, through the Faubourg Saint-Germain.
Very well. I will go and find them.
なるほど。前回本当に順番を間違えたようだな、俺は。前回、普通にアンバリットのサブクエストをやろうと思って、いろいろ探索したんだけど、そっか、これをやったことにより、アンバリットのサブクエストが進めれるかな。やっと。いけるようになるんだね、多分。ということで、まあ、行ったり来たりな、めんどくせえな。はい。アンバリット来ました。ここだね、こっちだね。サンジェルマンで、ここだね。そう、前回、大幅にカットしたとこですね、ここ。もう本当に何も、どこにも行けるところなかったので、大幅にカットしたやつですけども、まあ、アイテムは全て回収してるんで、多分こっち側だよね。こっち側になるのかな。でもね、こっち側でも行けるとこがないんだよね。どこ行けるようになってんだろう。どっかが入れるようになってるのかな。迂回していかなきゃいけないって言われてたけど、あそこ空いてんじゃん。空いてんじゃん。痛い。そう、前回あそこが空いてなくて困ってたんだよ、俺すっげえ。空いてる。はいはいはいはいはい。痛い。あ、これみんなロスペーサーの部下なのか。はいはいはいはい。なるほど。ね。やだねー。あー、ウエスターがある、あそこに。あそこにウエスターがある。あー、ちょっと怖いよ。怖っ。はい。いやー、バカする。危ねえ。オッケーかな。はい。じゃあまずウエスターから行こうか。先にウエスター入ってもらえると。おー、やっとこう出るのは。さあ、これショートカットかな、あれ。あ、なんかレバーで開きそうな感じもあるけどな、これ。あ、ボーカンソンの家だ。ああ、これボーカンソンの自宅か。ああ、よかった。これボーカンソンの自宅じゃん。よし。これもサブクエスト進めるね。ああ、なんだ。
I don't want to die. Not like this. Oh, if I'd known, I would have set fire to that monster factory long ago.
自宅隣だもんね、ボーカンソンの。
A monster factory?
Volcanson's demonic forges. The Gehenna where you were smelted, just like all the murderers of your kind.
Monsieur, I have no intention of harming you. I have come to put an end to the king's actions.
If you're telling the truth, then go away and let me live.
なんか話するね。
Monsieur.
Au nom du ciel, put down your weapons. Please, I beg you to spare these poor people.
These poor people? But the streets are empty. There is not a soul there who is still alive.
There are still those who resist. Some good people came here earlier and asked me for a drink. They swore they would liberate the Hôtel des Invalides. They looked exhausted, but utterly determined to fight to their very last breath.
まだ戦い意志があるやつがいるんだな。
What about the automats? Have you observed their movements?
A convoy, led by those machines, went by here. Countless
馬車
wagons
か。
loaded with barrels. They came from the north, most likely from the factories. I think something terrible is going to happen.
なるほど。
What do you fear will happen?
I don't know, but I have a terrible feeling. Laissez-moi à présent. You'll draw those creatures to us.
もうボスの情報か。もうボスの情報が教えてもらえたということは、ボスいるのか、すぐそこに。そういうわけではないか。まあ、とりあえずボーカンソンの家行こうか。ボーカンソンの、なるほど。敵、いる？庭を調べるって書いてあったな、でも。まず。庭調べる系？これ降りちゃうもんね。待てよ。庭園の探索するか。庭園を探索するのか。庭園か。室内、これは
A hiding place in the
リ
Luxembourg
クサンブル公園の
Gardens.
秘密基地。
I should keep looking.
探索続けようか。先週、幾度の目にもなるわからないですと。リクサンブル公園を送り込まれたくなりました。フランスの、ボーカンソンのこれな、どういうやすする自由の勝手に。ボーカンソン怒られてるな。ボーカンソンすごい怒られてる。なんか怒られてるわ。自分勝手なことしてんじゃねえよってすごい怒られてるわ。で、他にはこっちは庭園。なんかアイテム落ちているということではなさそうだな。まあ、とりあえず家の中入ってみるか。ムビだ。これ過去か。ボーカンソンの過去か、これ。もしかして。全然知らない人だ。でもボーカンソンだ。
What do you mean, Papa?
Hurry, I beg you! The Count is at our door. He shall take us away.
Good heavens!
Don't worry about me. Run, I say. Run!
Where could she have escaped?
どこに、その娘さんを
A
ペ
hiding
ンナイフ。
place in the Luxembourg Gardens. If I could find out where it was, I could track Athenais.
ペンナイフ。ペンナイフを同時に発見した。アテナイスはリクサンブル公園を散歩していた。彼女はその目を潜めようとしている可能性は、俺これ場所わかるかもしれない。場所わかるかもしれない。この場所。これ進めよっかな、ちょっと。この場所わかるかもしれない。これは何入ってる？カドリーユ、炎と氷。なんだ？炎と氷、武器か。ちょっと待てよ。武器だ。技量、カウンター攻撃の技量か。なるほどね。なるほど。まあいいでしょう。多分使わねえわ。はい、正面というか、正門にいるやつ大体倒したけど、ここは、そうか。これはショートカットだから別に倒さなくてよかったのか。なのであっちですね、次は。なるほど。また、全然、ネッキーの自宅めっちゃ出てくるんだよ。よいしょ。また、通路。なんかあるよ。ムービーか？ちょっと待った。なんか今敵いた気がするけど、まあ、いっか。これは？ムービーだ。誰だろう？誰？足早い。これ誰だ？ネッキルか。ネッキルの自宅だもんね。奥さんか。懐中時計を落としていったとこ。なるほど、蓋の壊れた懐中時計を手に入れましたね。どっちなんだろう。奥さんかどうかわからんけど、ネッケルさん本人なのか奥さんなのか。 どっちが箱に入ってるのかわかんないけど、中、上だね。上から行きたいか。はいはいはいはい。よいしょ。さて。普通にできるだけか。最近なんか制御不能型見ないな。はい。そこに、これはメモか、ムービーどっちだろう。あ、ムービーだ。あ、一応逃げ切れたんだね。奥さんはどうなったんだ。女性用のウィッグ。奥さんが捕まったのか、ダン・ネッケルさんはどうなったのか。さっきそこら辺にウェスターがあった気がするんだけど。ウェスターが近くにあった気がするよ。あった、ウェスター。ちょうどレベル上げれるね。おっと。
It's going to be all right. This machine is alone and the door is barricaded.
It won't hold. Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
パン職人と妻と話す。なるほど。
Don't be afraid. I mean you no harm.
Oh, Senor, he can speak.
What do you want with us, Automat?
What happened in this church?
You should know. It was your kind that slaughtered these lambs. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a chance either.
なるほど。
Where are the survivors?
They're hiding in the catacombs behind
地下墓地に隠れているよ。
There's also the gentleman that the automats took alive.
生きたまま連れてられてると、じゃあその名前ネッケリさんだっけ、なんだっけ。
Where did they take the gentleman?
We have
ヒントもつかまあだろうね。
That's enough questions now. Leave us be, but do.
もう話せなくなっちゃった。なるほど、教会地下墓地があるんだな。地下墓地か。はいはいはいはい。こっち側はあれどうだこう。お、これはムービーだ。これ誰だ。
The debt was no longer sustainable.
ネッケルさん。
Majesty, your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit, and which is now forcing us to levy new taxes. Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, your majesty, as long as it is distributed fairly. The representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Your Estates General. Nothing good can come of it. You have roused the spirit of rebellion. All I hear about are their damned cahiers de doléances. My rightful enjoyment is being challenged. The streets of Versailles are teeming with loudmouth fanatics with sacrilegious thoughts. Tell me, Monsieur le Ministre, have you purposely set this army of the unwashed against me?
Your majesty, I have always been your most faithful servant.
Beware, Necker. Beware. I have a surprise in store for anyone who dares attack my throne. ネ
ッケルさんはどうなん 何か企んではいた。どうなんだろうな。じゃあこれボス？もうボス？廃兵院もう入って、廃兵院入ったもんで、そりゃボス、ボスですね、これ。ボスだわ。廃兵院ってもう、あれか。解放する。そうですね。もう、倒して、門開いてって感じか。なるほど。さあ、強いボスだな。前々回のシテ島のボスはとんでもなかったけど、とんでもないぐらい。おい、アイス。かわせるだろ、今のは。アイアンゴーレム。鋼鉄の巨人だ。鍵持ってる君。なんで鍵持ってんの？キーブレードなの？キーブレード持ってるけど、こいつ。はい。ただ、さっきのムービーで電気を使ってきたので、こいつ当たり判定がわからんぞ。枝じゃないのか、当たり判定が。どこでパリを押し込めば。なるほど。ひるみはしないな。開いた。何こいつキーブレードだ。なにガーゴイルみたいなやつ出ちゃうけど。しょぼえ。はいよー。わかりやすい。パリがすごくわかりやすい。また開く？開いちゃうね。ちょっとガーゴイルみたいなやつ、これパリでいいかな？無理、タイミングがわからんわ。全然タイミングがわかんないわ。はい、よいしょ。はいよー。まだ開く。違う、それ違うか。開くのじゃないのか。よいしょ。そっか。短く持った持ち手でちょっと振り幅が変わるんだな。はい。よいしょ。これはパリしたやつね。なんだ。マイティーソー、それ。また開いたよ。何が来る？深いね。かっこいい。かっこいいこいつ。なんだ。深いね。見え。もうそれしかやってこない、もしかして。そういうわけじゃないよね。ちょっとそれはパリしづらいね。待って、それしかしようないのかもしかして。いや、かっこいいけど、すげえかっこいいけど。それしかしこねえじゃねえかい。飛ぶんだねー。怖いねー。好きなわけだねー。弱いぞこいつ。おい。またそれかい。怖い。弱え。こいつ弱え。でけえだけだ。さあ、ネッキルさんが助けられるのかな、これで。もう揃ってるもんね。スザンヌどこ行ったんだ？スザンヌは多分地下墓地にいるのかな。みんな逃げてったって言ってたけど。
Oh no, this has to stop. I don't want to be tormented anymore.
That is not my intention. I have come to rescue you.
今までこの人話には出てなかったけどな。
What on earth are you?
It is of no importance.
目覚める前について。全然この人知らない人なんだな。今までのグレゴワール氏とかのそういう関係の人じゃないんだな。
And it was cold enough to curdle the blood. It's impossible to describe. All the rage and anger. I was in another body, I think. So big, so powerful. And there was this commanding voice, ordering me to spread terror and death. Did I really hear it? Or did I momentarily lose my mind?
なるほど。
Who are you, monsieur?
Don't you know? I'm Jacques Necker, Ministre des Finances.
財務大臣。
I was before I was captured. But this situation suggests that the king has decided to dismiss me from his service.
What does he accuse you of?
My alleged connivance with the Third Estate, no doubt. And, most of all, for having been the first to ask to convene the Estates General.
なるほど。逮捕時の状況について。
How and when were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled our home to hide not far from there, in the Église Sainte-Marie. But we didn't stand a chance against the machines. They overran the nave, wantonly mowing down the faithful. My wife, my poor wife, she wasn't able to escape. I'm sadly convinced of this. As for me, my life was spared only so I could be tormented. What is the meaning of all this?
これからどうするの？
What will you do now?
There is no future for me in this kingdom. I need to find a safe place where I can prepare for my departure as soon as possible.
ネッケル修道院に連れて行く。あ、連れて行けるんだ。じゃあリュクサンブルクの修道院に行くといいですね。
I will take you to the Cordelier convent. You will be safe there.
あ、連れてかれた。あ、やべ。おいおいおい、行くのかよ、リュクサンブルに急に。リュクサンブルに行くんじゃねえよ、急によ。なんだよ。放っておきたかったとりあえず放って、はい、来ましたね。
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur,
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you.
みんな
As
集
you
ま
can
ったん
see,
だ
the
な。
most exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most determined are already planning our counterattack.
この集団について。
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in a tennis court. They swore not to separate until they'd established a constitution for the nation. But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men who were at Versailles, representatives and patriots, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
なるほど。
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. Voyez-vous, I stay here whenever my obligations bring me to Paris. No other retreat inspires such peace and contemplation. Et puis, truth be told, this building has always felt like a fortress to me. Just look at how thick these walls are.
For 2 whole days, the patriots in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
すごいことしてるわ。
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre. A labyrinth he is said to know like the back of his hand. If anyone can help you navigate the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille, it is the elusive Monsieur Marat.
Very well. I will go and find him. Monsieur Necker,
ね、キロさん。
I owe you my life, madame. So I'm embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
話を続けるように促す。はい。
Do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear. After everything I've done for him. My abnegation.
スザンヌ何かあった
I
の
will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides.
まあ、あの場所だよ
It
ね
was。separated in the Église Sainte-Marie on Rue de Bourgogne.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refused to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts. Bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire de fer in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there. I'd wager there's enough in there to sully his reputation 100 times over. You must retrieve these bonds post-haste, madame. They must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
もうネッケルさんで2つサブミッションが増えたの。なるほど。グレゴワール宛ての手紙、ですね。なるほど。人がやっぱ増えたんだな、結構。
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
はい、待ってね。レイモンド宛ての手紙ですね。なるほど。友達弟から、なんか、レイモンドさん、はい。
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
不安の原因について。
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santé, our most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between 2 planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
Any reform, revolutionary or not, must be taken step by step, with moderation and prudence.
This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land.
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hôtel de Massiac alive.
なんかめっちゃおのおの歩いて帰んなお前らおのおの歩いて帰んじゃねえよ散々なんか勝手にどんどん人増えてって喧嘩した上におのおの帰ってくんじゃねえよこいつらネッケルネッケルさん悪いこと書かれてるねネッケルさん結構やってたんだろうねまだです。はいはい、ごめんなさい。はい、ちょっと待って。話聞いてるとキリがないので、ちょっと、これはもう動画外で話聞いておきますね。あ、ラボジエさんいるな。バイいた。ちょっとバイさんだけ聞いていい？ちょっとバイに話聞きたいんだけど。うん、バイ、お前やっと帰ってきたか？やっと帰ってきた。そうそう、これはね、暗号解いてほしいのよ。
Let
me see. Ah, je vois. These pages were written using some sort of shorthand. A variation on Taylor's system, no doubt. I want to use it myself from time to time while jotting down my ideas as they come.
What does it say?
It's a bit difficult to decipher. Je crois. I believe it's an autopsy report. The author writes that the subject died from a large dose of prussic acid.
What is prussic acid?
My apologies, Aegis, but I'm no chemist. You should ask Monsieur Lavoisier.
いろんな人に聞くな。青、なんだろう。ヒ素みたいなもんかな。ラボージェさんは、こっちだな。
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
青さん。
What is prussic acid?
It's a volatile compound extracted from Prussian blue, which is a pigment derived from the cochineal, an insect.
What does it do?
Oh, it's a lethal poison.
毒なんだな。
dangerous sort. Though at weaker doses, it merely induces a deep
少量なら深い睡眠状況。過剰摂取しすぎたわけだな。
A deadly poison.
Aegis? Is everything all right?
どうしたアギス？あ、そうか。それをもらえたのか。もらえたってことになるんだな。その対抗使用が、なくなった時のこれだよね。どれだったっけ？どれだこれだよ、対抗士の思い出だよな。そうだよ、ルモリニー氏の猛毒のことだ。そんなものを子供に飲ませていた犯人は誰なんだろうか。そうだね。王妃へ報告しなければならない。都合がいいことに王妃が使っているキャリッジは、天発明家、防寒層が生み出した、素敵な、交通に搭載されていた。ということは現在は、アンバリットじゃなくて、真相を報告する。あ、ここでできるんだ。ここにいるんだ。あれ、ここに王妃さんいんの？違うよね。あれ、ちょっと待ってよ。 いないよね。
How was your search at the Vaucansons' hut?
I found this penknife.
あ、ペンナイフ。あ、これはそうか。ボカスの家だ
I
な。
was struck with a vision as soon as I picked it up. I saw Mademoiselle de Vaucanson running from the Comte de Cagliostro. This letter refers to a hiding place where she often sought refuge. It's in the Jardin du Luxembourg.
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I were walking in the Luxembourg gardens when suddenly Athénaïs jumped out from our hiding place like a wild animal. It was a startling, almost frightening sight. The spot is on the edge of the garden, hidden by vegetation between two statues.
なるほど。
Goodbye, Monsieur B.
なるほど、なるほど、なるほど。でも待ってよ。いろんな人と話す。
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
あ、騎兵隊につい
I
て。
went to the meeting point.
向かいましたね。向かったね。
I had an unexpected
あんな人物と出会ったら予想外でした。
Get to the facts. Who did you
誰と
meet
出会った？
there?
そうそうそう。
Madame de Polignac.
ポリニャックさんでね。
The Queen's favorite. She made no secret of her reason for being in that desolate place. So now I know all about the precious cargo that is the cause of your great concern.
Seigneur. The children. What happened? Tell me that nothing bad has happened to them.
That remains to be determined. One thing is certain. Charlotte and the young Dauphin are missing. The evidence points to an ambush by the Duc d'Orléans' men. They apparently attacked the wagon the children were hiding in.
How the hell did they know?
This ambush could not have taken place without an accomplice. You were betrayed.
A plague on Orléans and his damned informants. They have taken the children.
That still remains to be seen. It seems that the Duke's men were interrupted while carrying out their task. 3 of them lost their lives. A 4th was able to escape.
Excellent. I bet it was my hussars who sent the vermin running. But why the hell haven't they reported to me yet?
Only they could tell you that.
Would you be so kind as to go and find them? The lives of these poor children hang in the balance. My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides. That's from where they were to set off for Gros Caillou.
まあどのうちまたアンバリットに戻らないといけないな。まあ来ちゃったからな、今リクサンブルに。まあリクサンブルに今いるからリクサンブル公園の方にも行くのもありだけどね。
Aegis.
研究についてお話ししたいんですか。
Do you have a few moments to spare for me?
Certainly, mon père. I am listening.
I've carefully collected the testimony of our companions here. Then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation of the man who calls himself Cagliostro. I came to quite the shocking conclusion. I believe I have discovered how the royal automats remain constantly in motion, like clocks that never need winding. They get their energy from the souls of the dead, Aegis. They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described by Monseigneur de la Fare. These machines feed on the dead. The greater the massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
そうだな。
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed, mon père?
止める方法はもうね。
As long as I remain free to pursue my research, I will never lose faith. I keep thinking about the 3 Nemes, these echoes. All of this is clearly related to Nicholas Flamel's work.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami. And this leads me to fear the worst.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who died nearly 4 centuries ago?
Not him, per se. Rather, the heretic who is exploiting his discoveries. This poses a grave danger to us all.
なるほど。危険について。
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, near the Hôtel de Ville. He had the priests forcibly removed. They hardly even had time to save the church's sacred relics. Since then, only our Father in Heaven knows what they've been doing there, hidden away from the people of Paris.
Mon Dieu. Flamel's tomb.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that Flamel was buried with his lapis philosophorum.
ラピス、フィロソフォルムについて。
What is the lapis philosophorum, mon père?
The philosopher's stone. Where do I
Harry
begin?
Potter.
No one knows its true nature. or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grant untold riches and eternal life to whoever possesses it. Its very existence is questioned, of course. But if it's true, just imagine what sinister purpose the king and his accomplices might find for it. We must elucidate this matter at any cost.
ニコラ・フラメルの墓についてる。
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt.
教会の近くだな。
The priests always ensured that it remained undisturbed, despite the mystery surrounding it. But now they're no longer there to protect it. We need to know for certain.
But how? There are automats everywhere.
Aegis.
Oui, mon père.
Will you help us get to the bottom of this?
Did you not say that it was impossible to enter the church?
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and good fortune to lead the procession. Here is the key.
なんか鍵くれたわ。鍵くれたわ。またサブクエスト増えたんだけど、サブクエストめっちゃ増えたんだけど、ちょっとラファルさんどうにかしてよ。
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Méry. The path that led us to this convent was not an easy one, believe me.
だろうね。
Allez en paix.
あと話す人はミラボー
Monsieur de Mirabeau.
あ、そっか、ミラボーはなんか、そっか、金庫か。
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath? This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the king's chambers.
What lock could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing that can resist the expertise of our dear Monsieur Bailly. Why don't you ask him for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well, our gunpowder commissioner. I'm sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Good. I will go and find him.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
またラボージさん。またラボージさんかよ。はいはいはいはい。
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
鋼の金庫につい
I
て。
would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And how can I be of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my pockets?
Oh. I apologize. It was Monsieur de Mirabeau's idea.
Mirabeau? What is this ridiculousness? I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at. Where is the animal? So we can ask him what's truly going on.
He has left. He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Eh bien, I'm sorry, madame. If I could inspect the safe and determine what metal was used in its fabrication, I might be able to find a solution. But given the circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help you.
I understand.
先にラボージさんのこの火薬の、そうか見つかりませんでした。見つかりませんでしたね。
Les Invalides, not far from Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop.
なるほど。そうそう。
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
まず火薬のこれやってからかな。バイさんと話すの書いてあったね。
Have you located Athenais' hiding place?
No.
まあちょっと待ってね。ごめんね。
Look carefully.
2体の像の間ね。はいはい。鋼の鍵につ
I'm
いて。
looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant.
確かにね。
I know my way around
確かに
lenses,
ね。
filters, racks, and tripods. But I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. God, Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all.
ミラボーの野郎。
So that we might ask him.
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me. You mean he left the convent? That's madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
Intriguing indeed.
ミラボーが何かしてるってことかな。チェイルリーの、金庫、ハーネルの金庫を調査する。なるほど。チェイルリーに回かんだな。チェイルリーか。なるほど。一通り全員話したかな。はい。つうわけで、ミラボー殿見ませんでしたか。ミラボー殿は多分チェイルリーに向かったんでしょうね。まだ何も。はいはいはい。じゃあ、ミラボーさん、ミラボー見かけなくなったねって話ですね。ちなみにこれって外に出たらさ、どうなんの。これはリュクサンブールだね。リュクサンブールだね。まだ、だって、あそこの続きちょっと見てなかったんだけどな。さっきのボス倒したところの。続きをまだまだ見てなかったんですけども、とりあえずレベルだけ上げて、今回終わるか。だいぶ進ん、なんか増えてる。王妃様。これ送るんだ。なるほど。これを、返信、送った。ついに、推しになることができるでしょう。はい、OK ですね。なるほど。元素技術ができちゃう。で、さっき俺ラボアジエの、湯差し、だね。これだね。で、スロットがもう5にしちゃうか。はい、OK。はい、つうわけで、次の資料を待つだね。待てよ。で、今だいぶ、なんだろう。増えたね。増えたな。だいぶ、またこれはちょっと自分の中で整理して、次どこに、次回どこ行くかちょっと、次回は、メインクエスト的にはちょっと待って。メインは今何をすればいいんだ俺は。メインイベント、西か。メイン的にはモンマルトルに行けばいいんだね。モンマルトルコードへ行けばいいんだね。はいはいはい。ということですね。つうわけでまた次回は何をするか。サブミッションとか、見つつって感じかな。はい。ということでまた次回よろしくお願いします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。じゃあねー。バイバーイ。